And I don't think you have to be a mean person to learn martial arts. I think it's a skill, and I think you learn it, and then once you start getting good at it, it starts actually becoming fun. And the people who you practice it with, you become close with.
Yeah.
You don't hate the people that you're practicing fighting with. They become some of your closest friends.
Yeah.
And I think it's just it's a giant confidence boost to know that you can do something difficult and get better at it. I think just that alone, it has massive benefits for people.
Yeah, I can sense that, man. I remember watching a video a couple of years ago, actually, of you like getting a belt or something they gave you at some dojo, or I'm not sure what the correct terminology is. It might have been a BJJ
well, you were probably
thing.
watching when I got my black belt.
Yeah, maybe that was it. But anyway, like there was a lot of guys around. And I know that Coco does it. Joey does it.
Joey loves it.
And
You should do
loves
it. Why don't you do it? You're a strapping man.
I talked to Eddie. I talked to Eddie Bravo about going to do it one day.
You should do it.
So he said, yeah, come. He said, come down one day and he'll, get me into like one of the beginners classes. I think I need to do it.
Dude, fuck yeah.
It'll make me feel a little bit more, like you said, sometimes I just, I don't know, and especially like if people get bullied and then they don't have like a brother or they don't have a friend or they don't even have somebody to go like talk to be like, oh man, and then their buddy to be like, oh, it's okay, like that can make, then that person gets stuck inside themselves just feeling like, like they're not gonna be okay.
No, it's terrifying. And then everywhere you go, you're just scared of running into this guy.
Yeah.
It's very, very bad.
I think I should get into it, man. I'm gonna do it.
It's a fucking natural animal inclination to pick on the weak. Only humans realize it and stop it and actually tell people not to do it and understand the effect that it has on the people that do it. But every animal does it. Dogs do it. Chickens do it. Chickens have a pecking order. They fuck with one chicken and then they all decide, oh, let's fuck with this bitch. And they all attack her and for no reason. It's weird, man. And everybody's seen dogs do it. One dog will bow up on the other dog will cower, and then they decide the pecking order. I mean, and then that dog will always go near that dog and fuck with him and growl at him, maybe bite his ear or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing that animals figured out how to make sure that the only ones that get to breed are the ones that are confident and powerful and can overcome problems, okay? And one of the problems is other viable males that want to mate with the women that you want to mate with. Like with this fucking giraffe that wound up killing those 3 other giraffes. This guy just was like, fuck these bitches coming up. I'm going to smash my head into these giraffes and stomp them. You ain't fucking these girls when you get older. Fuck you, bitch.
Oh.
And this is just a natural inclination that animals have to find the weak and force it out.
And we don't have it.
Well, we do.
We did have it more?
Unfortunately, we have it less now.
I see.
What we realize because of communication. Right. We realize that there's devastating effects in this, that we have loving and caring communities, and we have compassion, that you shouldn't do that.
Right.
But there's an inclination that people have to pick on the weak and attack the weak. It's very disturbing, but it's also very logical in terms of like biology.
Right.
We're trying to make it difficult for males to breed. It's not like we have very few people and we're trying to make as many people as we get. No. It's like the high status males and the dominant males are competing against these other males in order to be able to breed with, whatever, lizards or fucking wolves or any species.
Yeah.
The high status male wolf is the one who gets to breed with the choice females, and this is how they're carrying their genes on. It happens in deer, it happens in elk, it happens in all these different animals. And they fight. I mean, the reason why these antlers on this elk, those are for fighting. That's all they're for. They actually lose those fucking things after they're done breeding.
Really?
They fall off and they grow back again the next year. That's the fastest body part growth known to man is elk antlers.
And when you look at those, it looks like it would take 70 years to grow them.
Yep. They grow those motherfuckers in a couple of months.
Wow.
And then it'll grow bigger next year up until a point sometime around like age 9 or 10. Sometimes they taper off and they start to decline as they get older.
Yeah.
Their antlers actually become smaller and smaller. But for the most part, that's one of the reasons why people want to shoot a big male, is because that male, like with big antlers, that male spread his genetics for many, many years. So his genes are long passed on. He's probably bred with dozens of females.
Oh, I see.
That French people just like to fuck, and they think that the way we handle things is stupid.
Yeah,
like
okay.
they have affairs like openly, publicly.
Oh,
like
wow.
like
I could be French a little
all
bit.
The politicians, of course they cheat. They're all fucking animals over there.
Wow.
They just and that toxoplasma apparently was running rampant through France.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it?
Toxoplasma is that
Like a
thing that you
ooze?
get from cats get it, and they get it from rats. And
Oh.
it's a parasite that gets into human brains, and it affects humans, and it makes people a little bit more reckless.
Oh, like rabies, kind of, but light.
No, not rabies. More like slightly drunk all the time. Yeah. And this toxoplasma, apparently, there was at one point in time 40%
Of the French had it?
of France was infected with toxoplasma. Yeah, see if you find that that's true.
Must have been a fuck fest, I bet.
Fuck fest, wild and loose.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
TP. So
Well,
do I.
they think that there's a direct correlation between the high levels of infestation and the behavioral changes of the population. That the
Infestation of what,
cultures-
rats and stuff?
No, of this toxoplasma.
toxoplasma.
Apparently 50 million people in this country have it. You get it from cat shit. Or from if you live on a farm, like you step on a field and it gets in your skin, like maybe cats have been shitting all over the place,
Yeah.
or a dog will eat something that, some cat shit.
what, you get shit in
you'll
your
be around
feet?
the dog. 2012 analysis from France, where an estimated 43% of the people carrying Toxoplasmosis gondii concluded that men with a latent infection tend to be more dogmatic, less confident, more jealous, less impulsive, and more orderly than
Wow.
uninfected men. Infected women seem warmer, more conscientious, more persistent, more insecure, and more sanctimonious. Whoa.
Dude, I'll get a 6-pack for the ladies then, huh? That
How
sounds
crazy is that?
That it-
43% of people carry it. Jesus Christ. That's a large number of human beings infected by something that changes behavior, or at least leads to trends that are different. And noticeable, more dogmatic, less confident. Less confident is interesting.
that
More-
guy